This green card holder was out of the US for 7 years. And we just got them back 2 weeks ago. It's one of the most difficult cases we've done because I again and again went into Mexico to liaison and plead the officer to let this person in, and they just wouldn't. But we eventually, finally did it. Let me share with you how. Hi everyone, my name is Joseph. I'm the managing partner here at Tsang and Associates, where we solve legal problems with creative solutions. So this green card holder was out of the US for 7 years. We've been working on his case for a whole year, and we again and again try to help him, right? Because his wife is in the US, his children are in the US, and his children are like super young. And he didn't have like a super great reason. And that's why this case was so difficult. Him? A business guy? Come on, right? Your green card is still valid. You totally could have bought a ticket and flew back, right? COVID isn't even a reason. So because of that, we prepared his case. We went down to Mexico as we normally do for really complicated cases. I was talking to the officer about this case. He was looking at it. He just immediately said no right after I explained some of the basics, like what I just did right now. And I was like, but there are children here. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, you know, we're at best, we're gonna parole him in. But, you know, we're just not gonna approve this case off the bat because it's so crazy. And so we explained the risk to the client. They understood, but what is he gonna do? If he doesn't come, he will never be with his family. And so he adjusted his business. He was ready to be able to come back to the US to be with his family and fight this battle in immigration court. We were preparing the entire court proceedings. We were preparing the parole process because the officer was just like, no, we'll give him a fair chance to explain himself. We'll give him an appointment to prove his case, but we won't be able to approve him as a green card holder to enter the country. With that being said, the risks were acknowledged, and so we planned this entire trip. He was in Mexico for about a week. Margaret and myself and the client, we got everything ready, and we went to see the officer, prepared everything, and after explaining it in person, the officer approved it, and he entered as a green card holder. Margaret couldn't believe it, I couldn't believe it, the client couldn't believe it. We got him in a cab. He drove back into, not cab, an Uber. He went back to his home in the OC. His wife, his children, they were able to reunite. We were thrilled, and then we went on to do our next case. After a case like this, right, there's a lot of reflection and introspection that goes on. Like, what's the difference between just doing it and versus everything that we did or anything that any attorney could do, right? And I think the key difference is the details to plan C and D, right? Everybody has a plan A, and if you're organized, you have the details to even your plan B. But knowing your backup to your backup to your backup, and knowing how to do it in a calm and collected manner and preparing for everything well, that's essentially what we've done, right? We prepared the case well. We tried to aim for the best. It didn't get that pre-approval, but we still prepared everything. So we went. And then if that didn't work, parole. If parole didn't work, we'll do the immigration court. We'll find other alternatives. We won't take no for an answer because there's too much on the line. If he cannot come in, he would not be able to see his wife and children here in the US. And he pays a lot of money for his house and the cars, and they're living here in the OC. So it's very important for them to be reunited. I'm very happy for them. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We'd love to talk to you. Take care. Bye-bye.